Lakers Nation, what is going on? So, good morning, guys. Today, we're going to be talking about one specific player or prospect that does play the center position and is pretty much being linked to the Los Angeles Lakers at pick 55 and could be available if he's, on our, draft board and stuff like that in this year's 2025 NBA draft class. But before I get into the video and break it down, I first want to hear your thoughts or opinions in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this, prospect that does play the center position and is clearly, the Lakers need to fill that position? But I'd really appreciate if you could like the video so my channel can grow to get it to more people, man. We're also on the road to 4K subs, so really appreciate the support. Love you guys, and follow my socials if you guys want to stay connected with me as well. The links will be down in the description. Everything you need to know about your boy will be down in the bio. And turn on the notification bell as well if you guys want to stay updated for Lakers content. If you guys enjoy my videos, I do post daily, if not almost every single day, 365 days. Now let's get back to today's video. So this prospect, his name is Oumar Ballo. I think I did pronounce his name right. I'm so sorry if I did butcher it. But a little background about him. He did make a post on his, personal Instagram story, I believe yesterday, that he was pretty much having a pre-draft, workout schedule with the Los Angeles Lakers, which is very interesting. So he's a center who spent this past season at the University of Indiana, the Hoosiers, his first season over there. And the previous 3 seasons he did spent with the University of Arizona Wildcats. He also played for Gonzaga Bulldogs his freshman year, only played 1 season over there. So his longest tenure was Arizona, Wildcats, but he does stand at 7 feet tall, weighs about 260 pounds, so he's imposing, he's big, he's physical, he has a string, he has a conditioning, and that's what the Lakers really need, because we've been lacking that ever since we won the championship 2019-2020, and we had, a double lineup of Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, even Dwight Howard. But when we had Anthony Davis this past season before the Luka Doncic trade, the Lakers are already struggling with physicality. Anthony Davis wanted to go back to the 4, and he doesn't really like playing the 5 at least 40 minutes. Now, he doesn't mind playing it, but he doesn't want to play it full-time. But based on those comments, the Lakers literally traded him before the Lakers got, Luka Doncic, which nobody really saw that coming. I could have see pretty much every team do a bidding war, but nobody, leaked it out and stuff like that. But I do digress, and I feel like it's more apparent that the Lakers need a center now that Luka Doncic is here. We need a lob threat, but he is a type of big man who just works hard to deal with near the rim. He's a strong finisher close to the basket, and he's a pretty decent rebounder and defender who seems to have a strong motor, so I love that. He is a solid low-post scorer and adequate mid-range shooter. He does need to extend his shooting range, doesn't take any threes in his career in college, right? But he did average around 13 points per game, 9.1 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks per game. And he made 62.3% of his field goal attempts this past season, 31 games. And his 7'6" wingspan seems to give him the potential to be a solid rim protector at age 22 and with 5 years of college experience. So he's older, he's more seasoned. It's not like he's, 18, 19, 20, 21 years of age. So he's older, and he could be a little bit more NBA ready than some other prospects available at pick 55 in this year's, 2025 NBA draft in the second round, right? Unless the Lakers keep in the draft a center, or if they buy a draft pick to move up and get a higher one. Like, let's say there's like the certain player that the Lakers are really interested, then I could definitely see that happening, right? But he also grew up idolizing the Lakers' great, center Shaquille O'Neal. His nickname is like Baby O'Neal, which is actually insane. He's a throwback center, especially on offense. He may not be the type of, fleet-floated, bouncy modern-day center that the Lakers want, but perhaps he's worth a strong consideration. He's also projected draft range second round to undrafted, and he's really considered a lob threat due to his size and ability to catch passes in the paint. His long frame allows him to make it difficult for defenders to contest passes at the basket, making him a dangerous target for lobs when rolling to the rim. While he may not be as explosive as some other lob threats, his size and experience make him a reliable option scoring near the basket. So that's pretty much a breakdown about him and his background. But Lakers fans, NBA fans general, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about Oumar Ballo? I appreciate the support. Would you guys select him with the 55th overall pick? Even if he does, go drafted, are you taking him? Or if he does go undrafted, would you guys sign him as an undrafted free agent? Because the Lakers are very good at, drafting, especially in the second round. Role guys, you see Julius, not Julius, but he was a first round. That's not what I meant to say. Avita Zubog's, even players like, who else? Max Christie. You see some players that the Lakers have signed as undrafted free agents. Austin Reeves on the Lakers, right? Alex Caruso is currently playing for the OKC Thunder. Made all defensive team before past seasons, right? He's in the NBA Finals against Indiana Pacers. So there are some former Lakers that have been second round picks, even Thomas Bryant, but he's on the Indiana Pacers and he was a card from the Miami Heat. I'm pretty sure this year, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, man, follow my socials. The links will be down in the description. Everything you need to know about your boy. My real name is Sheriff Fields, if you guys don't know it, and my channel is called Mr. 81. But let me know in the comment section, is there any prospects that you guys want to see me talk about in mine, whether if it's a versatile guard, a versatile 3-and-D wing, or any type of specific center that the Lakers are looking for, because I already know the Lakers are looking for a vertical, lob threat that has pretty much a leaping ability and just can jump off the air and in the building. You get what I'm trying to say? But at least we need a center that just does three things: rebound, protect the rim, and, shot block. We don't need an all-star caliber center. We don't need a 20-and-10 guy. I mean, it would be nice to have that, but be nice to have a guy that could just dump the ball down to and just go to work. But the Lakers need a specific center. So you get what I'm trying to say? So even if the Lakers do draft for center through this draft class, no matter what, I still think the Lakers are going to trade for a center. Whether if it's Nick Claxton, it's looking like he's really realistic. Even a Daniel Gafford, it looks like there was a report coming out that the Lakers might have to overpay for him. So we'll see what happens. The free agent market is not looking too good. I know the Detroit Pistons are interested in Miles Turner, but I think, he's going to stay with the Indiana Pacers. They're in the NBA Finals, and even if they do win, I think he'll definitely stay, depending how much money he wants to take. Maybe $30 million. We'll see if the Indiana Pacers want to pay him that. But even if they don't win, maybe he does come back and be like, you know what, we made it to the NBA Finals, we made it this far. Maybe there's a few tweaks that we need to add to this roster to get over the hump. But there's even centers like Clint Capella. He's on the Atlanta Hawks. He's most likely a backup. As a starter, maybe, but there are concerns. He's not the same player in his prime with, the Houston Rockets when they had James Harden. But he's cool. Is he going to take the, taxpayer bill of exception worth about $5.7 million? The Lakers, I'm not sure if they're going to have the full taxpayer or non-taxpayer exception, which is worth about $14.1 million, depending what LeBron James does if he does take a pay cut. Looks like he's not expected to, but hopefully he does, do that for this team because it really helped. And there's guys like Brook Lopez, but I'm good off of him. He's 37 years of age. He's older. He's not the same player. But even got guys like Jericho Sims, Dajuan Sharp, he's a restricted free agent. So those are like the cheapest options. They aren't the sexiest names, but we'll see what happens. But like I said, this NBA draft is very deep, and especially at the center position. But I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.